In the ever-expanding realm of digital storytelling, few tales have captured the imagination and instilled fear quite like that of Teresa Fidalgo. This ghostly figure, with her piercing gaze and tragic backstory, has become a viral sensation, spreading like wildfire across social media platforms and haunting the nightmares of countless internet users. The legend of Teresa Fidalgo is a testament to the power of digital folklore and the enduring allure of ghost stories in the modern age. But what is it about this particular story that has resonated so deeply with audiences worldwide? And is there any truth to the chilling rumors that have circulated online? The story of Teresa Fidalgo is often shared alongside grainy images and videos, purportedly capturing her ghostly apparition. These visuals, often accompanied by ominous warnings and threats of misfortune for those who refuse to share her story, have only served to amplify the fear and intrigue surrounding her legend. The tale has become a modern-day campfire story passed from one internet user to the next, its details becoming increasingly embellished with each retelling. But beneath the layers of digital embellishment lies a more complex and intriguing story, one that speaks to our primal fears, our fascination with the unknown, and the ease with which misinformation can spread in the digital age. To truly understand the phenomenon of Teresa Fidalgo, we must first journey back to the year 2003, to the release of a short film titled A Curva, The Curve, directed by Portuguese filmmaker David Rebordao. This found-footage horror film, shot in the style of the Blair Witch Project, would become the unlikely origin point for the Teresa Fidalgo legend. The film follows a group of friends who embark on a fateful road trip, their journey taking a sinister turn when they encounter a mysterious hitchhiker named Teresa Fidalgo. In the film, Teresa, dressed in white and radiating an unsettling aura, warns the group about a dangerous curve ahead, where she claims to have died in a car accident years earlier. Her words prove prophetic, as the group's car crashes at the very spot she described. The film's grainy footage, shaky camera work, and unsettling ending create an atmosphere of dread and leave viewers with a lingering sense of unease. While A Curva was intended as a work of fiction, its realistic aesthetic and chilling storyline would inadvertently plant the seeds for a real-life digital myth. Following its release, A Curva enjoyed moderate success, garnering attention at film festivals and developing a cult following online. However, the film's true legacy would not be cemented until several years later, when clips and images from the film began circulating on social media platforms, divorced from their original context and presented as genuine evidence of a paranormal encounter. The rise of social media, with its emphasis on shareable content and viral trends, provided the perfect breeding ground for the Teresa Fidalgo legend to flourish. As the story spread, it underwent a process of digital mutation, with each retelling adding new layers of embellishment and intrigue. Details were altered, timelines were shifted, and the line between fiction and reality became increasingly blurred. The story's simplicity and adaptability made it ripe for viral spread, allowing it to transcend cultural and linguistic barriers and resonate with audiences worldwide. The legend of Teresa Fidalgo was no longer confined to the realm of film, it had taken on a life of its own in the digital ether. Fueling the viral spread of the Teresa Fidalgo story was a wave of hoax messages and chain letters that circulated widely online, particularly through social media platforms and email. These messages, often written in an urgent and alarmist tone, claimed that Teresa was a real person who had died tragically and that her spirit now haunted the internet, seeking retribution against those who did not heed her warnings. Recipients were urged to share her story with as many people as possible, lest they suffer the same fate as those who had ignored her pleas. These messages played upon a potent cocktail of superstition, fear, and the human desire for connection. The promise of bad luck for those who failed to share the story created a sense of urgency and obligation, prompting many to forward the message without questioning its veracity. The chain letters often included personal anecdotes and fabricated accounts of encounters with Teresa's ghost, further blurring the line between fiction and reality and perpetuating the cycle of fear and misinformation. Section 5. David Rebordao, the man behind the myth. As the legend of Teresa Fidalgo reached fever pitch, its creator, David Rebordao, found himself in the unusual position of having to debunk his own creation. In numerous interviews and public statements, Rebordow confirmed that Teresa Fidalgo was a fictional character, a figment of his imagination brought to life by actress Ana Clara in his short film, A Curva. He emphasized that the story was entirely fabricated and intended as a work of entertainment, not as a catalyst for mass hysteria. Rebordow's confirmations, while widely reported, did little to quell the spread of the legend. The story had taken on a life of its own, fueled by the power of suggestion, the allure of the unknown, and the rapid-fire nature of online information sharing. The Teresa Fidalgo phenomenon highlighted the challenges of controlling narratives in the digital age, where stories can be easily manipulated, recontextualized, and disseminated at lightning speed. Section 6. The power of digital folklore. The enduring popularity of the Teresa Fidalgo legend speaks to the power of digital folklore and its ability to tap into our deepest fears and superstitions. In the digital age, where information spreads at an unprecedented rate, urban legends and ghost stories can evolve and proliferate with astonishing speed, transcending geographical boundaries and cultural differences. The internet has become a breeding ground for modern myths, providing a platform for these tales to be shared, embellished, and passed on to new generations of believers. The Teresa Fidalgo story shares many similarities with other viral urban legends, such as the Slender Man and the Black-Eyed Children, which also originated online and gained notoriety through shared stories, images, and videos. These stories often tap into primal fears, such as the fear of the unknown, the fear of the dark, and the fear of losing control. They offer a sense of danger and excitement in our increasingly mundane and predictable lives, providing a temporary escape from the ordinary. Section 7. Anatomy of a modern ghost story. What makes the Teresa Fidalgo story so effective is its simplicity, its relatability, and its ability to tap into our collective fear of the unknown. The story's found-footage aesthetic, reminiscent of popular horror films like The Blair Witch Project and Paranormal Activity, lends an air of authenticity to the proceedings, making the events depicted feel more immediate and believable. The story's setting, a dark and desolate road, is a universal symbol of danger and uncertainty. The hitchhiker trope, a staple of horror literature and film, plays upon our innate fear of strangers and the unknown. Teresa's appearance, with her pale skin, dark hair, and mournful expression, evokes classic images of ghostly apparitions, further cementing her place in the pantheon of digital horror icons. Section 8. The allure of the unknown. The human fascination with ghost stories and urban legends can be attributed to our innate curiosity about the unknown and our desire to make sense of the world around us. These stories provide a framework for understanding and coping with the inexplicable, offering explanations for phenomena that defy rational explanation. They allow us to confront our fears and anxieties in a safe and controlled environment, providing a cathartic release from the stresses of everyday life. Furthermore, ghost stories and urban legends often serve as cautionary tales, warning us against certain behaviors or reminding us of the fragility of life. They can reinforce social norms, promote group cohesion, and provide a sense of shared history and identity. In an increasingly interconnected and globalized world, these stories offer a sense of belonging and shared experience. Section 9. The importance of critical thinking. The Teresa Fidalgo phenomenon underscores the importance of critical thinking and media literacy in the digital age. In an era of information overload, where anyone with an internet connection can publish and share content, it is more important than ever to approach online information with a healthy dose of skepticism. We must be vigilant in verifying sources, cross-referencing information, and questioning anything that seems too good or too terrifying to be true. By engaging in critical thinking and practicing responsible online behavior, we can help to stem the tide of misinformation and ensure that the stories we share are based on evidence, not fear-mongering or blind faith. The legend of Teresa Fidalgo, while fictional in origin, serves as a valuable reminder of the power and pervasiveness of digital folklore and the importance of approaching online content with a discerning eye.